Hello users, and welcome to another episodic installation of Above It All. This is the series in which I talk about politics and stupid motherfuckers on television. So, I've got a clip here that I find really funny, and I'm going to click on it, so let's see what we got.
A couple of the challenges that I think people are having with the whole way this is playing out is that on the one hand, there's concern for Tara Reade, for her to have closure, her accusations to be looked into properly. And then there's the sense that the people who are pushing this the hardest don't primarily care about her. There is this subtext of this being some kind of an opportunity to maybe ultimately get for Senator Sanders a nomination that he didn't win the old-fashioned way, right? So you had Claire Sandberg, who is Senator Sanders' 2020 National Organizing Director, tweet, now is the time to deal with the ramifications of Tara Reade's accusations. Sorry, this is cut 9 for my producers. Not this fall. There is simply no moral justification for Biden to continue as the presumptive nominee. Out of respect for survivors and for the good of the country, he should withdraw from the race. That kind of thing is what's unnerving, I think, a lot of people about how this is going.
Okay, so here's the thing. They post this tweet, right? This tweet as evidence that people are trying to connive and scheme to get Bernie to be the nominee. And yet, you look at this tweet, this is the tweet, and it's a thread, they cut the context out, and this person explicitly states in the second tweet of the thread, this does not mean that Bernie should become the nominee by default. They completely ignore this. Now, this is something that I find, of course, very stupid. Joy Ann Reid, of course, is the same bitch who brought on a body language expert to analyze whether or not Bernie was lying about saying a woman will never be president or some stupid bullshit. But she's running fucking defense. You know, that's the thing, is like, we had this fake sexism scandal and all the MSNBC fucking morons were like, oh my god, Bernie's a sexist, he's a closeted predator! And then when Biden is essentially all but confirmed as a sexual predator, it's like, did he really do it? I don't know, maybe you should believe men. Like, it's going so much as to say that this is some sort of conspiracy to get Bernie to be the nominee, which, by the way, was one of the main points as to why we wanted him to be the nominee, was so that we could beat Trump. Now, at this point, it's all but guaranteed Trump is going to win election again. Like, that's the thing, is like, they're going to do the same mistake they made in 2004. And they're going to try to gaslight us into thinking that, like, it's anything but what it actually is. And that's what really is so offensive about this clip, is, again, this is the same person who brought a body language expert on to analyze, Senator Sanders was speaking really loud. He waved his finger. Could that mean he's secretly a rapist? It could, you never know. And then those same people are like, well, Biden couldn't have done it because the Senate files, and if he, the only person this benefits is Bernie Sanders supporters, so that means, it can't actually have been true. And here's the thing, it's called cognitive dissonance. You are capable of both wanting universal health care, and also you are capable of both of these things. So not like one or the other, this is both at once. Want universal health care, and also want to believe women when they come forward about sexual assault and rape allegations. So, like, you can believe both of those things at the same time. They are not mutually exclusive. They're actually relatively compatible, I would say. So I find it, again, utterly fascinating that these human beings still exist. At least Chris Matthews had the understanding that it was past his time and he needs to get the fuck out of there. All of these people should be prosecuted for this is literal fake news. Like, that should be a criminal offense to use your platform that has billions and billions of dollars sunken into it to lie to the public. These people constantly say that Trump should have any sort of criminal charges for lying to the public. So should y'all. This is a corporatocracy, right? We live in a corporatocracy. This is a corporate media station lying to the people saying, oh, Bernie will never get elected. You gotta vote for Biden. He's a sure fit. And now, already in April, it's looking like Trump is beating him in a lot of polls. He's either tied or losing to Trump in almost every poll. Keep in mind, Clinton 10 points higher in polls at this point in the 2016 cycle. We are fucked. If you want to beat Trump, you cannot go with Biden. That's just it. Now, I've made this explicitly clear. I will vote tactically speaking, I will vote for whoever has the highest likelihood of beating Donald Trump. Whether, again, that's in November. That is a completely different ballgame. If you would have asked me 6 months ago, would Bernie be the nominee? Is Biden going to bring it back? Is there going to be a pandemic that's going to kill, potentially 1 million people? I would be like, no. No way. Maybe. I mean, it's possible, but no. And now we're in a situation where all of those things have actually come to fruition. Biden is the presumptive, whatever the fuck that means, nominee. There's a pandemic going on. People can't vote. And this is, again, I've said this before, but that's the reason they rushed the pandemic primaries through. They wanted those March 17th primaries and onward. They wanted those to go through so that they had more and more reason to postpone or cancel the primary. Rather, cancel the primary, not postpone. They wanted not to postpone other primaries so that Bernie would lose. They wanted to do this media tour because they knew that the Tara Reade stuff was happening. And this is why it's so diabolical, is they knew that this was all happening. They actively prevented it from reaching the public for as long as they could with the Time's Up stuff. I made a video about that. Go check it out. It's a very, very explicit cover-up here, and that's why they push the primaries, or they push to not push the primaries, I should say, is because that way if you get Illinois, Florida, Arizona, Wisconsin, if you get them all to vote, that makes it half the states have voted rather than a third of the states, we've already basically wrapped this up here. They literally are fine with killing people. Tom Perez, Biden's campaign, are fine with killing people just to advance their agenda and to promote the fact that Biden is, an angel sent from heaven, even though he is on television literally cupping an 8-year-old girl's breasts. On television. There's video evidence of this. Look it up. There's a huge thread on Twitter that has all of his weird C-SPAN videos of where he fondles young women and smells their hair. Look this up. Just Google Joe Biden sexual predator. So again, I will vote for whoever has the highest likelihood of preventing a Trump second term. That being said, I'm going to do everything I can to, ensure that the person who has the highest likelihood of preventing a Trump second term isn't a rapist. That's this is so unbelievably bizarre. The whole entire Me Too movement has been completely eradicated just because of these white liberal feminists, when again, you can support not having a Trump re-election and not just, run defense for Joe Biden and claim that sexual assault and rape doesn't matter. Look at me. I'm doing it right now. I will tactically vote to remove Trump from office, and Joe Biden is a rapist piece of garbage. I'm sorry. And again, if the Green Party, if Jesse Ventura runs, and you see him polling at 20% or something, fuck it, I'm going green. But as of right now, I live in a semi-swing state. North Carolina has gone blue in the recent past. It's possible. Anything's possible in this universe that we live in. So I'm not going to vote third party. I did in 2016 because I lived in a safe blue state, Maryland. But this time, I'm going to vote tactically to remove Donald Trump because I feel like he is a very large threat. But everything I can do and everything I've done is leading up to this is for Bernie Sanders because he has the highest likelihood. Elizabeth Warren, sorry, not a chance. Pete Buttfuck, sorry, not a chance. Maybe honestly Pete Buttfuck, I don't know. It really does depend. If you just don't talk about him being gay, I think he could win. Because I remember that Iowa caucus where someone was like, what, you tell me he's gay? Can I take my vote back? That's a serious thing you have to worry about. It sucks, but I mean, I don't know. But at the same time, Joe's a fucking sexual predator. But when you really analyze it, maybe he is the best bet. I mean, Trump is a sexual predator, so maybe you just have to be a sexual predator to win in this current era that we live in. Maybe that's what they're thinking. Maybe that's their thought process. It's like throwing a fucking virgin in a volcano. You just gotta rape a few people, get a good list going. You don't want to just rape one person. You want to rape at least 5 or 6 people, get a good list going, have a collection, and then we can be we can propel you to the presidency, because that's how it goes in these people's minds. All the MSNBC liberal media fucking garbage fucking fuckers. That's all they think. It's like, okay, as long we got to build a collection of rape going on, and then gaslight everyone into saying it doesn't exist. The same thing the Republicans did, and then all of a sudden you're president. That's it. Like, hopefully, your brain doesn't leak out of your ear, before then. Like, I don't know. We live in a hell world, and I don't know any other way to describe it. So, thank you for watching this video. And, right now, if you can do anything to agitate against Joe Biden being the nominee, go for it. Anything you can do. Call your fucking people. Call Nancy Pelosi. Flood her shit with fucking voicemails. Be respectful. You want to try to translate this into an actual palpable movement. You don't want to cry on Twitter and say, I'm going to vote for Howie Hawkins, and that's all I'm going to do. Because, we got to be strategic about this. But, if there's any strategy in me making YouTube videos for, 60 people to watch, I'm going to take that strategy. So, with that being said, go check out my Doom videos. I'm doing a month-long fun series called Doom Month, where I play a bunch of Doom. It's my favorite game ever. It's beautiful. It's amazing. It's great. And if you're not a gamer, I'm still an amazing, witty, intelligent, and humorous individual. Feel free to watch my Let's Play videos and be as entertained as you were watching this video. It's literally the same thing, except instead of a blank screen with a tweet on it, it's live action packed killing monsters, slaying demons from hell. I mean, you can't possibly not like that. So go watch the Doom videos, and if that's not your thing, that's okay. But I'm going to look down on you, and I'm going to judge you. I'm going to create an apartheid system on my YouTube channel. The people that watch the gamer videos, the people that don't watch the gamer videos. Y'all are going to be second-class citizens here. So I'm just letting you know that now. You don't want a star on your chest or anything. Go watch the videos and have fun. And thank you